So first of all, you're very welcome to the conference. Can you tell us a little about yourself and what brings you here?
Yes, so I'm Simon Sonntag, and my background is very much in the medical device industry, but I've shifted from developing medical devices to supporting medical device developers to bring the devices to the market and create new methods to get rid of the conventional processes and the very long-lasting processes. And I got invited here to the event and very happy to be here. It's a wonderful experience and a very diverse audience with different parts of different groups, and beautiful Malta being here again.
And tell us about this product that you've been developing, I believe over some time. Can you tell us about, how it started and why you believe there was a need for it?
Yes, so in the 10 years of experience that I'm in the medical device area, I've seen that the biggest challenge for the medical device developers is the high risk to fail in a clinical trial. This was over 80%, and now to bring a device to the market, its cost is exceeding $100 million, and time to market can be over 10 years, what is just way too much. And it's not getting easier with new regulations like MDR that we have in Europe, but also beyond. And there's a clear need to change this. And one area that is here coming up or came up within the last years is the so-called in silico testing. So creating evidence of safety and effectiveness of the product in the computer. And this is now recognized as a fourth type of model by the FDA, by the European Commission, but also beyond. And they are predicting that this is growing up a lot. And I've experienced this over the years, and I've become part of different committees, societies, working together with the FDA, and I've seen this huge potential a couple of years ago. And that was the origin of Virtonomy, because this is what we are focusing on. We have created here a software that is creating this evidence.
Can you tell us a little bit about how cost-effective it is, say, for people like your clients, and how easy it was from a regulatory point of view and the difficulties you might have experienced?
Yes, so the FDA is saying here when you can reduce the risk to fail by only 10%, you can save $100 million for the product. It's associated on the one hand with design changes. So the later you have to perform design changes, the more cost intense it is for the developer. So when you do this after clinical trials, then you have to go completely the way back to the concept. With our approach, it's possible to do the design iterations already early on, even before prototyping, to reduce the risk to fail in a later stage and do these changes. But you can also then iterate during the animal testing and substitute animals and human and experimental testing here more and more. Another aspect is then also the damage that you have on your branding, the lawsuits that could happen on this, so all these costs are associated with this. With the FDA, but also European Commission and beyond, we work very closely on this. We get full support in that, because this is what they see as how it has to be done today, but also in the future more and more. Because on the one hand, you have the ethically questionable animal trials that are there, but also then the human trials that are just so risky and associated with these high costs in this. And FDA has recognized this, and also that the innovation in the medical field has gone down because it takes so much time and cost to bring the devices to the market. That's why they are fully supporting this. Also to have a more diversity on R&D, but also in clinical trials, like women, children, ethnic groups, and rare disease that you can integrate here with what we are providing.
Even though, of course, we're delighted to see you in Malta, I presume that you're looking at markets also far afield, like Asia and many of those. Can you tell me a little bit about the markets which are very important for you?
Yes, so we're originally from Germany. We have started our business there. From day one, we have been very international. So we have started in Europe. We have the first customers gotten from Sweden, Netherlands, but also then UK and beyond. But then also we directly expanded to North America, which is of course very interesting because the medical space in the US is the biggest in the world, and we're expanding there more and more. But also we started in Asia for China, Japanese population there, because it's on the one hand it's accepted there. Also the agencies there are fully supporting to go into this in silico domain. But also when you want to bring a device, for example, from Europe to Japan, then you have to prove that also for the local population the device works, because there's might be a different size, it might be a bit different body surface area in this. And you have to prove also that for the local population then the device is safe and effective. And this is what we can provide there as well.
Of course, many people can read about you on the recent edition of Block magazine, of course. But I wanted to ask you about Malta, for instance. Have you done any kind of research about how the situation is here in Malta? And secondly, MedTech, I know you said you've been here twice now. How important are conferences like this to a place like to the industry?
Yes, so the visibility we get here for marketing reasons, it's very important for us to show what we are doing, to show the world what we are doing. Malta, of course, but the conference here is very international, and there are people coming from all over the world, from Bahamas, from US, from Asia. So it's a great area here to get everyone together from all these different aspects in all these different industries. And I see Malta as a very important or very interesting point from regulations. They're very open to learn, to listen, and we already got contact a bit to the regulators here, also to see how this could work in that. Of course, they're also restricted by the European Commission and so on, but I think that the local authorities are very open towards new areas, and also the local medical, clinical aspects are very open to learn about new methods that are on the way.
So I wanted to ask you, have you had time to go around the island and to visit our sister island, 𝐂𝐲, and other places?
Yeah, actually, me and my wife, we will stay here until Monday, so we have some time to travel around, and we are very much looking forward. Last year, I already have seen Madeira. I think it's Medina, right? And it's beautiful. It's really amazing in this.
Well, we're happy you're enjoying, and we hope that you keep in contact with the island and come back again. Thank you very much, Sam.